As you guys may know, there are 7 races in Blox right now. There is Mink Race, Rabbit, Human, Cyborg, Angel, and Draco V4, and Ghoul Race. They are pretty overpowered per se, where it comes to PvP or just doing C events overall. But have you ever wondered which one is the best? Let's find out. Alright, now I'm gonna be making a tier list. It's gonna be based off my opinion, so do not judge. And yes, I have seen your hate comments on my last video when I made a tier list. So don't judge. Okay, let's go. Now, after I got that out the way, let's continue with the tier list now. Okay, I have the tier list pulled up right now. It's gonna so I'm gonna bring the races or V4s from S to D rank. Alright, first up we have Angel V4 or Angel. This race is pretty good overall for PvP because you have the aura that can make you or make your enemies bow down to you and damage them as well, slowing them down so you can't run away. It's pretty good, and you can also use moves while in the air using this race, so I'll give it a S tier. Cyborg. I have barely seen any cyborg users, so I will have to. But that doesn't mean I'll give this race a bad tier, though. I have rarely seen any cyber users using this race, but this race is good overall. It can basically not stun your enemies for like stop them from doing abilities. It can basically just with the aura it has, that makes it so like if you're trying to hold a move, it'll automatically stop you from doing that. It'll just release your move without you even holding it. It's pretty good. I'll give it an A tier. Ghoul has a good buff during nighttime, but if you're fighting someone during daytime, you won't have those buffs anymore. So it's good. It's kind of like a vampire race per se. It's very good for both for PvP, I guess. So I'll give it a A tier as well. Human. Sadly, this race has got nerfed. It ain't the same anymore. It used to be overpowered, but now it's just not. I'm not say still. I'm not saying garbage, but like it's still pretty good though. I'll give it A rank. Rabbit. I mean, it's good for like catching runners, but if you are being the runner, then I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know what you're doing for life. So like, I'll give it a C tier. It can. I mean, this race is pretty skilled. I mean, the race is pretty skilled. I guess I can give it that. But you just using it to run away from a fight? Nah, not skilled than me. Shark race. This race was the most broken ever since it got V4, or ever since Raid V4 came out. But now, ever since the devs decided to nerf this race to the ground, it's just not getting the love that it needs anymore. It's still good for C events, but for PP wise, you know what to say about that. So I'm gonna sadly have to get this race a D tier because this is trash. This is trash now. Only if you're doing C events, PP wise, you're good. Now for Draco V4. This race that came out recently since the Dragon update. Ever since it came out, it was trash. It was hated on by everyone. I'm talking, everyone was straight up switching back to their old races they used for PvP. Kinda hate. But ever since they fixed it and trying to balance it, it's good. It actually is like all in one. It has the damage, it has the defense, speed, flight, healing, I guess. It's basically all the races that we just mentioned all into one. So I'm gonna give this race either a B tier or S tier. But like I said, it's just opinion based, so I'm gonna give this race an S tier. Personally, I don't recommend using this race because the moment you get V4, you the domain is just way too big. The desk, what was the desk thinking? They need to nerf it or like lower the domain of it. Like, come on, make it somewhere to like gold race something level domain. You know, it's just kind of yeah, let's be fair. But that is a tier list. So, what do you guys think? W or L? So, just so you know, opinion based. No judging my tier list how I rate the races because I know one of y'all or some of y'all are gonna be targeting me for making an L tier list. But overall, I think this is pretty good for a tier list. Now, if you guys like what I did or you like what content I'm making, consider yourself subscribed right now. If you don't subscribe, Easter Dragon or Western Dragon will be in your bed tonight. No, actually, not your bed, above your house, nuking you. So you better subscribe right now. Anyways, bye.